What is the most dangerous animal you've seen in real life? Wild pigs. In the wild, been diving with great whites. Don't perceive them as a danger. Same with tiger sharks. I did not feel comfortable around bull sharks. Been face to face with a mamar moose. That wasn't fun. Grizzly bear in the backwoods, far, far away from civilization. It's a crazy story. I was out visiting my uncle who decided to take me hiking with his dog. The dog was acting very strange and didn't want to walk. That dog loved to walk, and my uncle noticed him acting up and was hesitant on hiking any further. Sure enough, we saw off in the distance a female grizzly and 2 bear cubs. We turned around and got the fuck out of there. It was a very, very close call. A cat that thinks it's starving to death. I watched a crackhead jump on the hood of a random car at a red light and start smashing his head into the windshield. Grizzly bear and 2 cubs while hiking in Glacier Nat Park. We were caught between her and a moose with a calf on a trail. It was very unpredictable and quite the scary situation. The moose caught wind of the bear and just about ran over my cousin as she took off with her calf. The grizzly was headed in our direction, and we had to make lots of noise to deter her. A few days later, a father and daughter were mauled on the same trail. I've seen a wolverine. Continued to walk straight towards us down the cut line after we set off a couple of bear bangers. Only deviated after we charged it in our side-by-side. Had to get past to get back to camp. And even then it only leaped for feet up a tree on the edge of the trail, stuck to it with its claws, and watched us drive past. No fear whatsoever. Small, fast, and dangerous little bastards. Jim Jam, a PBR bull, came to the vet hospital I worked at with a testicular torsion. 1,800 pounds of muscle, rage, and pain. Close enough to a wild hippo in South Africa to slap its ass. It was unbothered by me, thankfully. They come out of the river at night and wander up onto people's lawns. A spider while doing 65 miles per hour on the highway. That MFR nearly killed everyone in the vehicle. First time away from home at 21 working in Fort Mac. I got a call at 2 a.m. to go move light towers to a new lease. In by myself, middle of nowhere, pitch black. No cell service aside from my radio in the truck. Went to take a piss and heard huffing and puffing, so I ran back to my truck. Turns out there was a grizzly less than 30 feet from me. I quit the next day. Eastern brown snake, number 2 venomous land snake, saltwater croc or funnel web, top 2 venomous spider. The croc was the most worrying. When I was a kid, I lived in Miami, Florida. There was a place called the Miami Serpentarium that was owned by a man named Bob Haas. Bob House had been bitten so many times by so many different poisonous snakes that basically his blood was an antivenom toxin that was used all over the world to save people's lives. On Sundays he would do a show, and the most spectacular part of it was the last thing he would do would milk a king cobra that was 17 feet long. I tell you what, when you see that thing come out of the cage, raise up about 7 foot tall and look down at you, you've seen the most dangerous animal in the world. The death adder I stood on. Grizzly bear, moose, Glacier National Park. Being stuck 100 feet from elephant seals, my heart nearly fell through my ass. Mountain lion on my street at 1 a.m. Probably a crocodile. Seeing one up close feels terrifyingly prehistoric. Outside of zoos, I saw a great white shark in the waves in northern Cal. A wild boar. Those things are vicious. When I'd in Fort Myers as a student, I was walking down the single paved sidewalk into the parking lot at my dorm and ran into a 5-foot eastern diamond buck rattlesnake. Turned my Yankee ass around real quick and went back to my room. Probably a moose, but the situation was not dangerous in any way. Wasn't like I encountered it in the middle of the woods or anything. I just saw it from my car. As a Dutchman not in close proximity to large nature reserves, I think I saw a rabbit once. White men. I wish I was joking. Moose. Used to have them in the backyard all the time. Those things are much bigger than pictures make them out to be. black bear while walking to a fishing spot. Gators, cottonmouths, brown recluse. I went to a play at a megachurch and there was a real tiger in one of the scenes. He felt like chilling, though, so he stayed for several more scenes. The trainers couldn't get it to budge. People in the crowd were getting nervous. Was pretty funny. A 200 kilograms 3-meter-long saltwater crocodile in Panama. Locals assured us we could snorkel on one side of the island, and that the crocodile 50 feet away doesn't swim on this side of the island, so it's a safety. This was a high school trip over a decade ago for Spanish class. In the sea, a great white, no cage, tiger sharks, many bull sharks, stonefish, blue-ring octopus, giant morays, conger eels, and an elephant seal. On land, mambers, black and green, spitting cobras, forest cobras, puff adders, gaboon vipers, lions, leopards, buffalo. That said, I didn't feel in any way threatened by any of these. The only time I've been really nervous around wildlife are a few dodgy situations with elephants, hippos, and crocodiles, and domestic dogs if we're counting those. A kangaroo, they are so violent. In the wild and up close, I've encountered a black bear, a rattlesnake, and a bobcat. Man, I saw a bear while hiking once and it was a big nope for me. Stayed way back and just hoped it didn't notice me. Wild stuff. Polar bear. And I didn't have a Coke to distract him. Komodo dragon. Very dangerous. Venomous. For me it's a tie between a pack of lions and a pack of wild dogs. Saw them at different times and both packs were eating other animals. I was on safari in Botswana. Nature is metal. Jellyfish, I panicked hard when the guy holding my hand as I swim got stung, which means this thing that looked like a pile of noodles was just next to me. Thankfully, the guide was all right. Had it been a box jellyfish, which its range we are swimming in, the guy is screwed. The hippo. It's killed more people in Africa than any other animal. Either a tiger snake, I think they're the 3rd or 4th most venomous snake in the world, or a saltwater crocodile. A snake crossing the road at night. For bears last week. I'm still shaking LOL. Black bears all the time, wolves, and moose occasionally. A moose and calf on a narrow hiking trail looking right at me. Frequently eastern brown snakes. Red-bellied black snake. Depends on what you mean. I've seen plenty of venomous animals in captivity. If you're insinuating about actual in-person experiences not behind a cage, then getting chased by a small flock of fucking geese is probably it. Apparently no one told them they are Canadian and should only profusely apologize for everything. No bird parents mentioning their angry birds here.